Hey guys, how you doing? This is David Anthony Carter coming to you live today. And I'm here today to talk to you about do not envy evil men. Do not envy evil people. Do not envy other people who do stuff wrong to you, who approach you wrong, or who try to get on your nerves on a consistent basis, or who try to do something evil. Don't envy them. So, we're talking about the book of Proverbs. We're on chapter 24. And we've been talking about The Richest Man Who Ever Lived by Stephen K. Scott. If you haven't went out to go purchase this book, now is a great time to go purchase it and read it. And I really encourage you to get it right away. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. It's your time. Knowledge to wisdom. See, knowledge to wisdom. I'm reading key points in the book all month of April, and showing the light of what inspired me to read the book of Proverbs. And now we're on chapter 24. Do not envy evil men. Do not be envious of evil men, nor desire to be with them, for their heart desire violence, and their lips talk of troubling. Their wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, yes, a man of knowledge increases strength. For by wise counsel you will wage of your own war, and in multitudes of counselors there is safety. Wisdom is too lofty for a fool. He he does not open his mouth in the gate. He who plots to do evil will be called a schemer. The devising of foolishness is sin, and the scuffler is an abomination to men. If you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. Deliver those who are drawn towards death, and hold back those stumbling to the slaughter. If you say, surely we did not know this, does not he who weighs the heart of consider it? He who knows your soul does not does he not know it? And he will not render to each man according to his deed. My son, eat honey because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to your taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be to your soul. If you have found it, there is a perspective, and your hope will be cut off. Do not lie and wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteousness. Do not plunder his resting place. For a righteous man may fall 7 times and rise again, but the wicked shall fall by calamity. Do not rejoice when your enemy falls, and do not let your heart be glad when he stumbles, lest the Lord see it, and it's displeasing him, and he who turns away his wrath from him. Do not fret because of the evildoer, nor be envious of the wicked, for there will be no prospect for the evil men. The lamp of the wicked will be put out. My son, fear the Lord of the king. Do not associate with those given to change, for their calamity will rise suddenly, and who knows the ruin those two can bring. These things alone also belong to the wise. It is not good to show partially in judgment. He who says to the wicked, you are righteous, him the people will curse, nations will abhor him. But those who rebuke the wicked will have delight, and a good blessing will come upon them. He who gives a right answer kisses the lip. Prepare your outside work, make it fit for yourself in the field, and afterwards build your house. Do not be a witness against your neighbor without cause, for you would deceive with your lips. Do not say, I will do to him just as he done to me. I will render to man according to his work. I went by the field of lazy men, and by the vineyard of man devoured. of the understanding, and there it was all overgrown with thorns. Its suffer, its surface was covered with needles. Its stone wall was broken down. When I saw it, I considered it well. I looked on it and received instructions. I looked on it and received instructions. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of your hands to rest, so shall your poverty come like a prowler, and you need like an armor man. Man, it's time for you to start reading the Word of God. It's time for you to start picking up the book. It's time for you to start getting into gear. It's time for you to start getting into action and start making things happen in your life and in your family life, because there's people counting on you. And that's just coming from pure heart, because I'm finished with the chapter, but when you start coming from just pure heart and just letting the word out and just reciting it and just knowing it and just you're reciprocating what you're learning on a consistent basis, it can't do nothing besides sow good seeds. It has no negativity attached to it, where it could only come back negativity. It could only really come back positively when you start attaching yourself to some greatness. When you start attaching yourself to greatness and start reading and start disciplining your mind and start exercising that muscle and just keep doing it and doing it, can't nothing but greatness come back to you. Remember, greatness is upon you.